The Vince Lombardi Trophy is staying in Tampa Bay.
I only had one catch.
Well,
One catch, one Super Bowl ring.
I think we knew this was going to happen tonight, didn't we?
When we got Tom, I knew it was a possibility for sure. And he's the greatest of all time.
there's more to come as far as football.
Yeah, we're coming back.
We're coming back.
Know that.
But it
You're right.
doesn't matter.
Throwing those penalties too. Those are some big plays.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Mike. Way to get that in there, buddy.
Now, this really belongs to our coaching staff and our players. This is your trophy. I didn't do a damn thing. You guys won this game, all right? You came together as a band of brothers, and you made it happen. So proud of all of you. Thank you.
What's up, Skit? I hate ass kisses.
What up, cuz?
Can't win with them. Can't coach them.
Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. You got Tell, Darren, Champion General, Swish, Diesel D. And we just watched Super Bowl 55.
Tragic.
We had the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. And we've been hyping this game up for the last 2 weeks. But it wasn't that hype. The Buccaneers got in their ass.
Like a wedgie.
They got in their ass.
Ass whoop game, put them right over the lap, spank them.
And in the first half, I ain't gonna lie, it was some controversy with the refs. It's a lot of fucking flags.
I mean, we wasn't the only ones that noticed it.
The first half went to the refs.
The first half, the commentary crew at halftime called it out too. Phil Sims said the refs are playing an integral part in this first half. And John Brown, he was like, yeah, man, they got to step back, man. Treat it like the 90s in the NBA, man. Let them play a little bit.
And they even had the commentator Romo, he telling you how it is. Telling you need to let them play. Where were these flags in championship games? And you know most of the flags were against, of course, the Chiefs.
Shit, it wasn't a championship game. The Super Bowl.
Serious.
True.
But besides that, in the second half, it was just basically one-sided. But we're going to get to this game a little bit.
Yeah, any defense that you even could put on the official in the first half, Chiefs did nothing in the second half. They didn't win.
He didn't. So in the first half, you seen Gronkowski, he got 2 touchdowns.
Z Gronk make steals.
Put him and Brady back together. Even Antonio Brown got him a touchdown. And Brady came out the Super Bowl MVP for his 7th Super Bowl.
Fifth Super Bowl MVP.
God damn. Y'all know that's still been taught that this man is not the GOAT. And god damn it, at this Super Bowl win, it should be no doubt.
And he said he playing until he's 45.
Man, before the Super Bowl win, that nigga was a fucking GOAT. If you think otherwise, stay off that Adderall, stay out that Corvette Juju being.
Stay out something.
Hey, goddamn!
Crackhead. But you know the Bucs defense, that front line.
That Bucs defense looked good.
And I got a question for y'all. Was this more about the Chiefs O-line because they couldn't block a soul, or was this more about the Bucs defense in front?
I think it was a mix.
Yeah, I'm gonna say agree with Tay and say it was a Bucs defense because I feel like they still would have got the pressure, even if the offensive line was strong. But it helped that this game got nasty because the offensive line was strong.
They just played them in the regular season, and the Chiefs fucked them up.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like I said.
So was it the offensive line back then?
It didn't really
took it to him.
Mahomes was on the run half the game. Looked like he running from the cops. He's got to get away from it. He didn't.
Call the cop.
He had like 6 scrambles in the first half.
He didn't have to get away from the cop speed because that ass was getting pressured. He was trying to get out of there. They only had what, 2 sacks?
Yeah.
But the pressure was
carried like 20 times.
Shaq Barrett was all over the place, and Dom Cassie was coming in. He should have got called for a couple of joints, but I guess they was being nice to him because they've been mean to his ass in the past.
Levante David, Devin White. They had him running back like 30 yards before he even threw the ball.
Yeah, it took a lot for them to get going. When you see Kelsey's stat line, it looked like, damn, Kelsey was getting busy. But Kelsey really wasn't getting busy. Like, a lot of that was in the second half. They was letting them have the underneath throws. They wasn't letting them get down the field because they needed to come back. Y'all gotta have all them 10-yard passes. John getting none of that shit to Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill was non-existent. And I hate to say it, but I've always said he's just a fast ass motherfucker that can run past you. Not saying he's not a good route runner, but they was ready for that. They had 2 weeks to scout it out.
They had something else with Tyrann Mathieu too, because Tyrann Mathieu and Tom Brady were going back and forth. But previously, when he played against Tom Brady previously, he was always showing them respect. He was always showing them love. So I feel as though they had something else for him. That shit wasn't normal. Or Tom Brady could have said something that Tyrann Mathieu didn't like. He could have called him a name or something. You never know.
Never know. Like you seen, he got a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from Brady comes up to Tyrann Mathieu and gets in his face. But Tyrann Mathieu's the one that gets the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Probably with some goats, huh?
And of course, you know they're going to bring in a shot and saying Brady smiling on the camera. They brought that in on purpose. Just to show you what's going on. God damn. And these brought up the fact about Tyreek Hill basically being a no-show. But also, the Bucs pressure Patrick Mahomes. But what happened to Patrick Mahomes? The Chiefs didn't even score a touchdown, dog.
I mean, but we still can't.
Still not blaming that on him because the receiver was dropping shit.
But the Chiefs, they didn't help their situation at all because let's look at the Chiefs defense. Why the fuck was Gronk open?
That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Really open the first time, like a motherfucker.
Ain't want nobody there.
They got burnt by AB on a double move real quick.
That was a quick ass move.
That was
like y'all didn't help yourselves at all. I mean, we said this. Why was they throwing so many deep passes without the run game working? Y'all why y'all trying to play action and shit?
They feed Kelsey more in the first half.
Yeah, the second half, the Bucs started running the ball more.
You want me to tell you how to?
And then they kept trying to do these dumbass screens, which I don't know what the hell was that about.
And you want me to tell you how the Chiefs didn't run the ball? Because my bingo didn't even fill up, but you know it was one of the days of my FanDuel bingo.
10 rush attempts.
10 rush attempts.
Wow.
Kansas City did not get 10 rush attempts. So I don't know why they didn't run the ball. But in the Super, you see how dominant the Chiefs were the whole season. Then when you get to the Super Bowl, your offense gonna do nothing, or your defense gonna do nothing.
They got humble. That's what it was.
Yeah, they definitely got humble.
They got humble like shit.
Yeah, and remember when we talking about those X factors. And most of y'all said that Tampa Bay defense was that damn X factor. Like a lot of
running the ball.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had 3 touchdowns, but as I said, that second half, even though they were already dominating, because what was the score at halftime? 21-6. So they just came out the second half and they got a rushing touchdown, like Fournette.
And he had over 100 yards.
And so like they had go like the first half they was worried about passing the ball, but second half they switched it up. That's what you gotta do when you play the Chiefs. You can't be stagnant. You can't be one-sided. You can't try to match that game. You can't match that game, and they were outplayed. And
also another thing, we know that the Buccaneers had Tom Brady, but people forget about how good Tampa Bay's defense is. Like they're a complete team on both sides.
JPP.
Look at that.
Man, that pressure was bad, man. It was on the money. And you could tell the Chiefs were startled. They just started trying to throw shit together, like Darren said. They started trying to throw trick plays out early. Just because they was down 6-3. What are you doing?
Like play your normal game. Like you just change your game completely in the Super Bowl now that you're going against Brady again.
Like, and then the same thing y'all always point out. Why the fuck does Tyreek Hill catch the ball and jump back? What is that, bro? He had at least 3 plays in this game where he lost yards doing that shit.
Because he's so fucking fast, he think he could jump back and get the
No, but the one time when he jumped back, if you look on the fucking replay, he had straight field. You're not catching him in the open field.
Yeah.
You're not catching him in the open field.
Like, tasted that one play when they was right at the 1 yard line, the end zone.
When he cut in,
he cut with a slant like going straight.
That could have been a touchdown.
But when they showed the video, he's never even looked like the field.
He never looked that way.
Or they just started running this
But most of the time, he don't really look up the field. He's looking right there. He's juking away from the opponent. He's not juking to try to get the touchdown.
Yeah.
He just want to get the yard.
He wants to avoid the person at all costs instead of looking to get his yard. Like, remember 2 weeks ago? This motherfucker ran at least 130 yards just to get 50 yards. Like,
they went from one side of the field to the other side of the field.
It was the Bucs defense because they really didn't allow them to have a
ball him up because remember that first game?
They
The
done
first
allowed
game
him
Rick
to
had
throw that
200 in
shit.
the first half. They
Yeah.
tried to bomb him out again.
And
They was
also-
ready for it this
And
That's
that
the
was the
last
thing, and
game.
Romo pointed that
That the
out.
Buccaneers
They was
lost.
ready for it this time.
After
though.
that
It was.
first half, the last time, when
But you
Tyreek
can
Hill
lose
had all
this
them
week,
yards.
75,
Tyreek
and they won every game.
I think
since
Tyreek Hill
Game
had over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
after
that's in the
that,
first quarter, didn't
the Bucks only lost by
And that's for like 4.
I think they lost by
like
like
23 to
somebody
27.
between
Brady never got the ball back.
they?
Yeah.
Stopped that. They stopped them from throwing the deep ball this game.
This to me, it came down, as BA said, Bruce Arians said, to the coaches. They knew what was at stake. All these guys are going for the head coaching job. All these guys deserve it. And BA said it came down to a solid game plan. They had they knew Mahomes and the weapons. They got Travis Kelce. They got Tyreek Hill. They like to go down the field. Take away all the over the top. Make them beat you from the middle of the field. And Mahomes just kept trying to force it down the field.
And that's what happens. I mean, I know that the offensive line was banged up. You didn't have Eric Fisher, and that's exactly what Maurice said too. Maurice said that
The offensive line
the
is so
Buccaneers were
critical.
going to win because of that.
It's so critical. Nobody understands that
And
even
Brady.
Eric Fisher, how pivotal he was to stopping that side.
And that's where most of the pressure kept coming
Yes,
from.
he would have took so much pressure off of that side for Mahomes. So at least give him a 1 or 2 extra seconds to look. But with the backups in, we're only 2 weeks to prepare. The pressure on him with the Super Bowl, man, and it showed.
Shit, that shouldn't have been no pressure on the inside of the jersey. The tag and said run it back. That bitch said run it back.
Remember, that's exactly what they said during their championship celebration at the AFC Championship.
Now they gonna have to run back to Kansas City and
Better get that
wait till
stuff
next
done.
season.
Next season.
Cause they gotta fight for their right to party.
Sound about right.
That's what Travis Kelce said last year at the parade.
And you said they gotta go back ready for next season? Are they still the favorite in the AFC for next season?
I mean, I can't really say yet until we see how the roster moves look in the off season. You know, we got the combine, the draft, free agents.
Yeah.
Then we got. I feel like this is a episode along the line.
Take your ass back there.
I mean, based off of what they got, I mean, this is a team set to be the Final Four every year. for the
Yeah,
next
that's true.
decade.
They're that good. They're definitely that good.
Yeah.
I ain't taking nothing away from them.
This is why football is still so different from basketball. It's one game. These motherfuckers went 14-2 in the regular season,
Yeah.
and then we get to the Super Bowl, and your one bad game is the reason why you're not champion. There's no best of 7. There's not. We'll get them next game when we go home. That's it.
To end off this
And
with
don't
go ahead.
forget that Tampa was at home too.
Yeah, I was the only one. The big time.
You just knew they was going to win because of Brady.
It's like most likely.
Hey, Mr. Light! Mr. Light! We did it, dog. We did it. We did it. We did it, man. We did it. Everyone run back. Fucking picture with that shirt. You was this, but you ain't hit shit. You say you was big, but you ain't hit no licks. No, no. You say you was dope, boy, but you ain't sold no bricks. No. My baby mama left, I bought another nigga bitch. I do what I want. You do what you can. I stashed away a meal.
And speaking of Tampa, I came up with something. I don't know if y'all would agree, but this might be one of the greatest seasons for a team in a while because you've seen Tampa last time they made the playoffs, 13 years ago?
Nah. Oh, yeah,
2007. And you've seen this season, they won every game on the road. They got a new quarterback. Of course, it's Tom Brady, but still a new quarterback. You win every game on the road against the Super Bowl. Then you win the Super Bowl in your home stadium.
After Brady winning the Super Bowl, I'm gonna officially say whatever system they said the Patriots ran. I don't think it was a system.
It's impossible to say it was the
Brady.
system.
Yeah.
He was good in Michigan.
And that's why I've been telling
He
people
won 10 games in Michigan.
when we talk about the GOAT. When we talk about the GOAT, he was the GOAT without this. This just makes it farther for other people to catch him.
Exactly.
This makes it almost advisable now.
That's why I use the word unanimous. Like he broken away further from the pack.
Like, this is my thing. I understand that it's other people with 4, 5, 6 rings. And like we said, Montana never lost. 4. But if that's what we saying, people never lost. How many Super Bowls did Drew Brees win to? One. And he won, right? So he's undefeated. Yeah. How many did Payton go to? More than the 2 he won, so he lost, right?
3, right?
Are we saying Brees is better than Payton? Because I sure don't think so.
I don't know.
So we can't say that just because somebody's undefeated that they better, because his 4 undefeated is still less than Tom Brady's 7-3 now.
And look at his longevity.
Just like Brees, 1 is
so even A-Rod only won 1
1 undefeated is less than 2
But you know where all that hate stems from, the damn famous tuck rule that they made up from the damn referees for cheating for them, in which Tom Brady ass fumbled, they would have never got to the Super Bowl.
And I always say,
and he would have never know how Brady's career would have went.
I always say I agree.
That didn't happen.
That was the one cheat
It was
in history I agree with. The tuck rule, that was a fucking fumble.
And they even made the rule. Then they even took the rule out because they knew it was a fumble.
Yeah. But like I was telling y'all earlier, the reason why I say Brady is he's been the GOAT. Look at the longevity. 20 years. 21 years in the league now. And to be that consistent over 21 years, to be able to reach the Super Bowl 10 times over a 20 year span, that's GOAT shit. You're 43 years old and you just won a 7th Super Bowl. That's longevity shit. You're not even thinking. Not even
43 years old, low key. Like no matter who wins the MVP or whatever accolade, he still, you still gotta go through him in order to get that shit. You still gotta go through him. So like,
he surpassed Peyton Manning, that.
I mean, everybody will always have that bias of perspective of what a GOAT is, and I understand that.
Peyton Manning,
but
first ballot Hall of Fame.
But at the end of the day, playing at this level for this long and still having the most than anybody at your level,
he got more Super Bowls than every fucking franchise.
And you heard what the man said. Even after this one, it wasn't even no hesitation. Am I coming back? You know I'm coming back.
No, coming back.
For number 8, let him be great.
Like if you still challenge whoever who the GOAT is in the National Football League.
Yo, but the thing is, when people be saying the GOAT, like you realize, look, we done seen Tom Brady win every Super Bowl yet. I ain't seen Montana win all that shit. The GOAT, I didn't
what
say
you said about Montana earlier.
Jerry Rice. Yeah, Jerry Rice, and then even Steve Young came and took his spot and won 2 Super Bowls. So obviously the team is still that good if another quarterback could come in and win another Super Bowl.
Yeah,
sure.
All I'm saying is an ace will get a book, but even that ace can be cut by speed.
Hannah Montana, French Montana, Joe Montana, Brady the GOAT. Straight up, Brady is the fucking GOAT. You can run, tell that like Mark.
You serious?
Fuck yeah.
You Jamel serious?
Damn.
Damn. Well, there we have it. That was the Super Bowl for y'all, and Brady's the GOAT.
He over here on the phone in his own world, but we gon' let him set it off, man. CMU legend, dog. Let it be known, man. Fucking go. Yeah, we the champions. We the champs.
Say, I was wrong. Tom Brady never fell off a cliff. Please do it.
I was wrong. Tom Brady never fell off a cliff.
Good job. Now you can have your snack and enjoy recess. Good job, Max.
That's all
Let's
I
give him a round of applause,
that's all I
everybody.
ask.
The studio's giving you a round of applause.
That's all I ask.
Good job, Max.
About time.